Hi, hello and welcome back to another vlog video. As you can see, yeah, we're actually outside for once. We're not in the car or the house. This is a route I've used in my vlogs before, and hopefully it works alright, because I do have my windsock thing on, call me one. But there is a wee bit of a breeze today. Actually a wee bit of a cold breeze, but that's not the end of the world. And yeah, we are on the selfie stick again. Been a while since I've done one like this. But yeah, so I was trying to get a video up last week, but unfortunately we had a bit of, well, I got a bit of bad news, so my plans for the video sort of went out the window a wee bit, which was unfortunate. Other things had to take priority over that at the point in time. But yeah, so I'm trying to do one this week. So I am now day shift, it's finishing my second week doing it. It's really quite weird because I've gone from being night shift for however long it was night shift. Could probably look back at my diary and figure that out, or old diaries and figure that out, to day shift. Which is weird because I was originally back shift at my work. Sorry, I keep trying to set and frame myself, but watch where I'm walking as well. So, yeah, luckily the weather's been alright this last week. Yeah, I've been taking the bike in and out of work. I haven't done a bit of recording on the bike, but still not got my extension for the camera yet, or the extension cable for the receiver on the camera, so the audio will probably be muted if I add that in, which I probably will, because I know some people that do view my videos, they really like seeing the bike out and about. They like seeing the bike videos, so I try and add them in. But yeah, I will admit it's been really quite good being able to take the bike in and out of work. The strangest thing I've had is having my full weekend. I keep forgetting that I've now received a Friday. So yeah, that's interesting to say the least. Yeah, I mean, I keep doing things and forgetting I only work a 4-day week, but some people work a 5-day week. Yes, that's my facts in there, I'll stop smoke. But I am trying to vape more. Well, just for financials really. As you can probably see in the background, I'm out in the countryside a wee bit. I'm just watching what's up ahead because, as I've said in other vlogs, I really don't like recording other people. Unless they're in on it and they know what's coming or something like that. So, yeah, I try and keep my eyes out for random people. So, how's day shift been? It's actually been really quite good, if I'm honest. I'll be honest, it's weird, because I'm now up in the morning and away to work, instead of coming home in the morning and going to bed. But I seem to have adjusted quite well. It's been interesting. Old bridge here. Don't know what that bridge was originally. Maybe I should find out and do a wee history lesson. But yeah, like I was saying, it's been weird getting up and going to work when I'm usually getting home and going to bed. But I have adapted to it quite well. It's been really quite enjoyable. You know, a wee bit cold in the mornings for the bike. Sort of 3 and 4 degrees, things like that. I don't know what that'd be in Fahrenheit. But it's not been too bad, and then I'm coming home at night. And I'm in like 10 to 15 degrees weather, so really enjoyable. And Friday, which I'll probably put part of that video up, but not all of it, or I'll put all of it up. Friday, I was quite good, because the weather was nice coming home. Sorry, I've let the camera drop there. The weather was nice, and my brother decided was good enough to take my work bag back to his firm. As I'd pack up there, just let me enjoy the bike a wee bit. He was good enough to that, so I went down, seen him, had a coffee, left to go home, and forgot my bag. Hence where I'm walking to now. The reason why I'm walking is because I want to try to do my walks a bit more, and this is an old walk I used to do a lot. And yeah, as I said, I've vlogged on this walk before. I've actually vlogged, I was going past this bit. So yeah, so I'm walking down there to go and get my work bag. I know some of you have already clocked, I've already got a bag on. You're going, well, why take a bag to get a bag? Well, I've got a bag and I've got a plastic bag with my work clothes in it, which again my brother-in-law was good enough to take for me. So the reason I done that is the bag I had for work and the bike wasn't big enough to take my work clothes in it. It's quite a small bag. So, sorry, I've let the camera drop again. So I've brought a bigger bag that can fit both those bags in. So, yay! Well, that's the plan. But you know what they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So, what else has been happening? Well, not too much. All says on day shift. I'm back with a guy I used to work with on night shift, and it's been really quite good. You know, it's nice being able to jump into the shift and work with somebody that I already know how to work with. Another wee guy, or smaller guy, or thinner guy should I say, probably younger. No, he is younger, he's definitely younger than me and Lee. He's been working with him, he's quite a laugh. He's got the, he is younger, so there is going to be a sort of like wee teething problems to learning how to work together with him, because obviously he's worked with Lee for a while and they've got their routine and I've jump in and aye. It's weird because the day shift work's completely different from night shift, I'll say that. So I've got a lot of the sort of night shift motif about me, shall we say, the night shift way of things. And I see how they're doing it, it's like, ah yeah, that's right, I'm day shift. It doesn't work like that anymore, but I'll give Lee and Jamie their dues. They've been good enough to sort of accept that, yeah, it's going to take me a wee while to adapt it back to the sort of day shift routine. And the good thing is I was day shift once before, and so I sort of have an idea how they work. But the difference being, now I'm full-time day shift, I've got I don't want to say my team like I'm in charge of them, no, I don't mean that. I've got my team I work with. And we've sort of agreed that there's no sort of like team leader, that we all make the decisions together, we all discuss things, which is working really quite well. You know, so I thought I heard something behind me there, so just have a look. Aye, so we discuss everything, like what times we're having our breaks, what we're doing, things like that, who's doing what job, and yeah, it's worked out quite well. Where I was day shift before, I was more just a spare body, as they put it. So I could be shoved with different teams, given different jobs to do, things like that. Sorry, changing hands. I might actually be a wee bit the better one. You can sort of see I am on a path, I'm not in the middle of nature at the moment. There's a small wooded bit coming up, I like walking through the woods there instead of just sticking to the path. Aye, so now I've got the sort of team I work with, and everything's discussed, everything's decided as a team. Instead of just the one person sort of doing it, right, this is what's going on. I mean, I'm quite an easy, ozy guy to get on with anyway, I'm not the most fussy. So I don't see it being a huge big problem. You know, like even if I was stuck by a team where one person sort of goes, I'll take control, I'll take charge, that's fine, mate, on you go. Doesn't bother me much. But yeah, it's weird being in. And yeah, definitely not what I was expecting. It's a lot more chilled out, considering I've got all the managers and things like that. And there is a couple of times that are a bit more nappy with things, but that's because we're dealing, the investors are in and things like that. So yeah, that's fun. But yeah, apart from that, they're quite laid back, chilled out. The good thing is they've got good trust in their teams, you know, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 machines in there, assembly department, things like that, and they all sort of trust their teams to know what they're doing, so they leave us to it. So that's a good thing. I'm waiting to see if something happens next week, because my works are made a boo-boo, but I'm not going to go into that. It's nothing too bad. They just they forgot to change something on about me, and it's like I did bring it to their attention, because I'd rather bring it to their attention and make them realise it's their mistake than a few weeks down the line getting absolute bollocking for something that's theirs fault, but I didn't bring to their attention. But I won't say what that was. So, yeah, I've got quite a busy weekend planned actually. That's what part of the reason I'm recording this now. Is I've got a lot of housework to do, so that's going to be fun. And I also have to do the brakes on my car, because I had a great weekend last weekend. I was out. I keep that I hear something behind me, but I don't. I was out one day, I think it was Sunday, and yeah, my brakes decided to start grinding. Well, not grinding, but rubbing. You sort of get a weird noise when the brake pads start getting low, so I was like, right, I need new discs and pads. Looked at the weather, went, well, weather's good next week, so I can take the bike in and out of work. She's running good. Parked up Sunday night, when I put the handbrake on and bonk! Handbrake cable snapped. So I've got that to replace, I've got handbrake cables to replace, and the front discs and pads. It's like, oh great. And I was like, 200 quid down the drain. Well, not down the drain. So yeah, I've got that to do this weekend, which will be interesting, because we try and sort of figure all that out. You know, get my tools organised and all that for doing it. So yeah, that's going to be great fun. I really do hope this mic's working alright, or else it's a complete waste. So aye, well, that's not the end of the world. You know, it is what it is. These things happen, it's wear and tear on a motor. So aye, got to go and do that. What else have I got on? Well, I try to spend time with my partner, which is quite weird. That's the other weird thing about being day shift, is actually I get to spend a lot more time with my partner. Because before, when I was night shift, I can't remember if I said this in the last video. I'm sorry if I did, but when I was night shift, I found a lot of the time when I was getting up for work, my partner was just, there's me cutting off into the woods, isn't it? The cut-off's not there. Aye, it is. That is the cut-off, it's just overgrown slightly. It's weird about the weather we've had. Yeah, these weird overgrown bits. But never mind. Aye, so I found when I was night shift a lot of the time when I was getting up for work, she was either away to work or just leaving. You'd be lucky if we got an hour together. Then you'd find when I came home from work, she was in bed, asleep for her work, which I don't blame her. I don't mean that as, oh, she was in bed asleep, she should be up. No chance. I wasn't getting home till about 7 in the morning, by the time I'd done everything. So, yeah, the only time we really got was the weekends, and I'm not going to go into it, but I found that a lot of the time I was really, really tired at the weekends. So, yeah, so I'm living up here. A lot of holes in the ground. I don't know if I'll be able to get these on camera, but I'll try. Excuse me. There you go. Something burrowing in here anyway. Yeah, sorry about that. Just thought I'd point that out. There's only one way back, it's strange. Don't know what they could be burrows for. Aye, so I found at the weekends I was always really tired, which affected how we spend time together. So now that I'm day shift, we actually have a bit more time together, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So yeah, that's good. But I really do find I don't know what to do with my spare time. I do mean that. Sorry, I've swapped hands again. Hopefully that's easy to say, alright. Just so I can get to my vape. Don't know if any of you will remember that. It's old TVF18. Used to do that from our reviews. This is a Grace Lost Vape mod, apparently. I got that off somebody. They gave up vaping, so they gave me their old mods, which I really do appreciate. It's fun enough, there's somebody that watches the channel, or used to anyway. And they're from my work. So if you watch us, Michael, hello! Sorry, that's sort of a running thing with Michael. Michael, if you are watching this, I hope you're having a lacquer weekend. So yeah, the reason why I said I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I get to spend more time with my missus, is evidently, people say absence makes the heart grow fonder. we will see. Nah, so far it's been quite good. It's been really quite interesting. Sorry, I'm looking around. This is the thing. This is why I like walking. Is you actually get time to look around and enjoy the scenery, you know. Now I'm in a small wood just now. I do mean small. You can see behind me. There's a views everywhere. This is why I like walking, or used to like walking, and that's why I've decided I'm going to take it up again. I've got the time. It's not like when I was night shift, when you're getting up and the sun's going down, and could you imagine this at night? You couldn't see a blooming thing. And even if I was recording, I need to have a headlight on or a torch or some description. And yeah, it'd probably be blinding the camera so you wouldn't see a thing. I don't know if we'll get this. Try it. No, there's a couple of rabbits running through the trees there. I was going to try and get it because there's a... Try and get this over my shoulder. There's an embankment behind me. It goes down and then up again. Hopefully you can see that alright. They were running up the other side, but they disappeared into a burrow in the trees. And yeah, you might notice there's a lot of trees down. That's because 3-4 weeks ago, something like that, we had a big windstorm. Or a big storm. The weather was quite interesting to say the least. And yeah, a lot of the trees have come down. So yeah, I might just start doing these walks more and actually bring my camera out again and get back into my photography, because that's something else I used to really enjoy doing. That I sort of, when I went night shift, I don't want to say I lost the interest, I lost the time to be interested in it, shall we say. So this is going back to what I'm saying, I was saying earlier, I've now got a full weekend ahead of me, and it's like, what do I do with the time? You know, I really don't know what to do with the time. But anyway, the only other downside I've sort of had last week, was my wee GoPro session I usually use for the backwards facing camera on the bike or the front facing camera on the car. Well, I had that out on the bike and took it off the bike because I have it on the screen. Took it off there, sat it down, and yeah, not thinking, I sat it on my seat, turned around to do something, I think it was pick up my bag or something like that, and it fell off, hit the ground and broke the case. So at the moment I am down that GoPro. Still have it, the camera itself survived, just the casing for it didn't. So yeah, I'm down that at the moment. But hopefully I'll get one soon, or hopefully I'll get another one soon. So we'll take it as it comes from there. So yeah, there's not been too much to say really. Just interesting wee bits like that. Now, I'm not going to drag this out too long because I know my last video was like 40 odd minutes long, 46 minute odds, I think, and that was a bit long. Took a lot of time and effort to edit that. And yeah, I don't think too many people wanted to watch a 46 minute video of me just prattling on. So I can see on the timer on the GoPro that at the moment that's in at 18, just about 19 minutes. I mean, yeah, it's not going to be that long because we're setting up things like that. Testing the mic as best I can. So yeah, it's probably saying about maybe 15, 16 minutes, maybe shorter. So I'm going to call an end to it there. Plus, I'm just about at the other end of this footpath in the wee wooded area. And then there's a busy main road, so there's no much point in recording there. I'll be interested to see how the camera's done. The microphone's done between being out on the path and in the woods. Because you might have noticed on the path it's a bit of a gully, so it's a bit of a wind channel. But in the woods you're a bit more sheltered from the trees. So yeah, we'll take it. We'll see how that's done when I'm editing this video together. And I'm going to call an end to it there. So until next time, be smart, be safe, think of others, and peace.